All right, so you're interested in Clayton, California? Maybe it's the right place for you? Well, we're gonna go over 5 negatives that you need to take into consideration before coming here, because it just might stop you from wanting to live in Clayton. Let's get after it right now. What's up, everyone? This is Rachel Capel, realtor in the San Francisco Bay Area. If you want to know what it's like having fun playing, relocating to the San Francisco Bay, this is a channel for you. Click the subscribe button down below, smash the like bell if you're getting value, and a huge shout out to those people that are reaching out to us. We love helping people relocate to the Bay, and keep those questions coming because we absolutely love it. We're here for you days, nights, and weekends. Just email, DM, PM, whatever you feel comfortable with. We got you covered when relocating to the Bay. So you're thinking about moving to Clayton, California? Well, you're gonna wanna look into these 5 things that we're talking about today, because unless you can handle those 5 things, you should definitely avoid moving to Clayton, California. Let's get after it right now. All right, number 1, housing is lacking. We are in March of 2022 and inventory is tight and Clayton is small. So there's not a lot of housing here, and if there is something on the market, it is going to be in high demand. So you need to know that before coming over here. Renting and buying is not very easy, and it is expensive. The average home in Clayton as of March 2022 is $1.2 million. So it's expensive and inventory is tight. Number 2, Clayton is far. So if you can think of San Francisco being right about here, Walnut Creek right about here, Clayton is right about here. So it is gonna be a little bit of a trek getting into Walnut Creek from Clayton. Now, during rush hour, it's horrendous. So you need to know these things before coming on over here. Like, you're gonna have to tack on a good 35 minutes onto your commute to get to Walnut Creek if you're taking BART into the city. And then from Walnut Creek, if you're taking BART, it's gonna take you another, I'd say 40 odd minutes to get into San Francisco. So Walnut Creek is kind of a hub. If you are gonna be, living in Clayton, you're gonna have to go an additional like 30 plus minutes in traffic going to Clayton. So we love Clayton, but it is far, and this is like one of the top things that you need to know if you're gonna relocate and try and move to Clayton. There is an additional at least 30 minutes onto commute times if you're gonna be living in Clayton and going into Walnut Creek or into the city. So if it takes you 45 minutes to an hour to get into the city from Walnut Creek, it's gonna take you an hour and 35 to potentially 2 if there's really bad traffic to get into the city. Just something to note. And coming in from the San Francisco area or Walnut Creek, before you move here, just try it once and see if you're okay with it. And then if you're okay with it, 4:30, 5 o'clock, you try it, you're good with the traffic, then move on over here. But that is number 2, traffic sucks. And number 3 is this community of Clayton. Although we absolutely love and adore it, it's super cute, it is very small. So you need to know that if you are not into small towns, Clayton is not for you. I would suggest going to Walnut Creek or trying maybe Berkeley, San Francisco, Oakland, because Clayton is a smaller, tight-knit community. I personally love it. I think it's so cute. It's like Old Town America, very similar to Danville. You're not gonna get a lot of shops and restaurants here. There's just gonna be a handful of places to dine here. So if you live in Clayton and you wanna go out to dinner, walk or just drive 10, 15 minutes, you're gonna have to know that there is just a very limited selection here. Now you can hop down to Concord, which is just another 10 minutes or so down the road. Many more options there. And then you can head to Walnut Creek, many more options there, even Pleasant Hill. In the actual town of Clayton, you're only gonna have a handful of restaurants. They're gonna be smaller and probably gonna close early. Scipollini's is probably the main one downtown, and it's really great. So just up to you. If you like small town living, great town for you. If you like the more city vibe, don't bother with Clayton. This town is for people that tend to want to come out here, live in that really cute, nice community, and stay up here and not have to worry too much about crime and homelessness and all that stuff. Because Clayton is a little bit further out, you're not going to get as much of people doing bad things in this town because it's just kind of far to get to. But it's a really cute town. So if you're going to move here, you need to know it's a smaller town and community, and there's just not a big downtown with tons of restaurants and shops. All right, number 4 is the fire season. So in all of California, we are going to have fires. It just is what it is, unfortunately, now, thanks to global warming and all that's going on. You're going to have fires coming from every which way. Last year it was South Lake Tahoe. The year prior it was Napa. So Clayton is in the hills and it is kind of woodsy area. So Depending on where you're going to live in the home and where it's located, you could potentially have fire hazard issues here, but you will for sure get smoke here, and it's something that you just have to be aware of and be okay with. And my number 5 is that there is not a lot of culture here in this little tiny town. It's a very small community, and you're just not going to have a place where you can go watch the arts. You're not going to have like leisure center like you had in Walnut Creek, or I don't even think there's a movie theater in Clayton. I think the next theater you have to go to would be like Concord. And Concord actually has, which is just down the road, the Concord Amphitheater. So you have that, but you're not going to have, because it's such a small town, you're just not going to get a lot of culture in this town. It's not going to be a lot of like vibrant nightlife, things that you could do. You're probably going to more so have your friends over, hang out with the kids, maybe go to Skipolini's, go bocce ball, you know, playing on the weekend. It's not like something that you're going to really have a plethora of things to do in this town. Clayton's town population is like 12,000 people. So you're just not going to get a really vibrant nightlife and culture here. So if that's something that you want to have close to you and close proximity, Clayton might not be the right town for you, but you can just head on over to Walnut Creek. Walnut Creek has leisure center. You have Berkeley and Oakland, which is another 30-40 minutes down the way. So it's definitely accessible, just not in the actual town of Clayton because it's such a small town. So something you need to know. That's my number 5, lack of culture. All right, so there you have it. My 5 reasons why you might want to avoid Clayton, California. And with all that being said, Clayton is actually a really quaint and adorable, lovely little town. So if that is what you are looking for, it will be a great town for you. If you want city, vibrant life, probably not the best place for you, but that's again why we are here. We're here to help you and help educate you on the different areas of the San Francisco Bay, and our team absolutely loves it. So reach out to us, text, DM, email, call, whatever you feel comfortable with. We got you covered when relocating to the San Francisco Bay Area. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like buttons, and reach out with those questions. We absolutely love helping people days, nights, and a weekend relocate to the San Francisco Bay Area. Until next video, guys, see ya, and thanks for hanging. Bye.